Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, Jessica, how do I get to Poundtown now? Or on the first date? Well, so I'm glad you asked because this is a question I get a lot, and it's actually a lot easier than you think it would be. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to find out exactly how to get to exactly where you want to be, which is Poundtown, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button with that notification bell. Oh, buddy. Come here, bud. Come here. Hi, Knuckle. Now, while the title does imply that this is for first dates, I will say this is for any woman you meet out and about the first time. Any first, or any moment you would actually like to just get her feeling compelled to come all over you. This is the video for you. So there's 4 things you need to keep in mind when it comes to getting to come by the end of the night. Now, in my Speed to Spark Arousal program, I lay out these 3 steps, which is make her feel connected, make her feel good, make her feel desired. These are the things that spark arousal in a woman. These are also the things that get us feeling compelled to chase you down, to have you no matter what. However, we women aren't gonna wanna sleep with you immediately if we feel too much of one of these steps. Because if we feel too connected to you, then we will want to hold out the puss to try to become your partner. I'll tell you right now, when a woman really, really likes you and wants to have a life with you, we're not gonna want you to think that we are, quick to the pound town. Because then we might think that you think that we're like that with every dude. And why would you want to wife up a girl that's like that with every dude? So yes, only 2 of the steps in Speed to Spark Arousal are required, but the other 2 things are important to making her want to fuck right now. So again, I talked about why you shouldn't connect too well, because again, that makes us want to hold off on getting naked with you. So at the very least, you can't be sitting there trying to get to know each other. Okay, so now that we know that we can't be too connected and we can't get to know each other too well, let's go over the 4 things that are an absolute must to fork by the end of the night. Now, the first one is she needs to feel good about you. When I say she needs to feel good about you, at the very least, she needs to be able to laugh with you. You're probably well aware that funny guys fuck. I have a lot of clients that are the quintessential funny guy that when they're around their other friends, all their other friends get laid. Or they're very good at having one-night stands and getting her into bed, but they never hear from her again. So we need to, at the very least, feel good about you. It's not enough to just not feel bad about you. We need to feel like it is our decision that we're going home with you, not like you're coaxing us. So when we feel really good about you and when you make us laugh, we think to ourselves like, oh my God, it's because he's a great guy. I would love to be with a great guy. Now, the second thing, which is so much more important, because again, if we don't feel excited to get into that bed with you, if we're not the ones dragging you into that bed, guess what? You're fighting a losing game, and now she's probably just doing it to shut you up and never talk to you again. So that second thing is she needs to feel desired. We need to feel that you want to fuck the shit out of us, that we have so much passion between us that we need to rip your clothes off. We women, we want to feel sexy, we want to feel desired, especially by a guy who makes us laugh. We want to know that a guy who makes us feel that good still wants to make us feel that much gooder. Yeah. So if you aren't sitting there flirting with her, guess what? You're just the entertainment. And some other guy will probably have sex with her for the night because now you got her feeling all good. She feels so fucking good. Whoever wants me can take me. The third thing is she needs to feel safe. Again, she just met you. She needs to know that once she walks through your door, you don't have all these chains and knives and, skinning utensils because, oh my God, my nipples are hurting just thinking about this. Why? We don't want to think that we're in danger. We don't want to think that we're being manipulated by somebody who just knows how to manipulate our emotions. So the way to make her feel safe is to be the lead at all times in this dynamic. This means taking her by the hand, running the show, directing the conversation, keeping it laughy, keeping it flirty, going where you want to go with it. This doesn't mean like, so what do you feel like doing now? Or even, so what do you like to do for fun? Or do you want to go do something fun now? No, you tell that bitch what's going on, where you're having it, and where you're having her. I was on a Spotlight speed date last week, and one of my clients was doing his very best at leading. Finally, meaning he's the one opening up about himself, he's the one asking her questions, he's the one flirting with her, making jokes. And by the end of it, I said to her, what was your experience of this conversation with him that was so different from the other times? And she said, for the first time, I felt safe in this conversation. And I said, what does that mean? And she said, I felt like I was taken care of. Like I was being led to have this awesome conversation, open up. I felt very taken care of in a way that made me feel comfortable with him in ways I didn't before. So being able to lead the dynamic, lead the conversation will make her feel comfortable enough to open up to you and go along with whatever the fuck you want to do. Now, the last one is the most important one, and it's something too many guys steer away from in their general everyday conversation, which is hyper-focus on the now. I'll tell you right now, the further away you deviate from me, you, and us, is the further away we're deviating from our feelings and the chemistry in the moment. So you want to sit there and hyper-focus on her, hyper-focus on your laughs, hyper-focus on what she looks like right now, what she's doing to you right here, right now. Because this is where the feelings are. This is how you entice those feelings, and this is how you exacerbate those emotions enough to make us want to fuck you right here, right now. I'll give you an example of a one-night stand I had, which I had no intention of having. I met this guy in Dubai. The second we got out of the cab, mind you, he paid for my cab. Like, he wouldn't let me. He just went right to the driver's side, handed him the money, and then took me by the hand and let me out of the cab. So we're supposed to go to the hotel bar. Fine, it's on the very top floor. How romantic. Leads me into the elevator. As soon as the elevator doors close, he lifts me up by my fucking waist. Oh my Lord in heaven. Then he just presses me up against the elevator walls, and we're just like making out the entire time until we hear that bing, and the doors open again. He drops me on the floor and just walks out without waiting for me. And I'm just sitting there like, mind you, before all that, this motherfucker had me laughing my ass off via text all the way up until I got out of that cab. And he was leading it by like paying the cab, by leading me into the hotel, leading me into the fucking elevator, directing me which way to go. All this was enough for me to, yeah, I would have probably fucked him in the elevator if we had enough time. But it was all hyper-focused on the right here, right now. There was none of this, so what do you do for work? Oh, cool. This is what I do for work. Oh, cool. It was very much like, I can't stop looking at you. I want to fuck the shit out of you. I'm gonna get the waiter over here. Wouldn't you want to fuck the shit out of her? Isn't she gorgeous? Also, it's her birthday. Fun shit, funny shit, flirty shit like that. It needs to be high intensity. It needs to be right here, right now, and she needs to feel like you've got this. And if you know this isn't your forte and this is something you want to get down once and for all, we survived a pandemic, we're going into a new year. I lay out all the steps, step by step, in my Speak to Spark Arousal system, which will show you how to create and entice and explode those emotions so y'all can explode all over each other. God, I haven't gotten laid so long. I have one client that only gets one-night stands because he only knows how to be funny and be flirty and be hyper-focused in the moment. Granted, his issue coming to me was, I don't know how to make connections, I don't know how to open up, I don't know how to get women to open up, but this mother could get a one-night stand, no problem, with any girl he pointed at and started talking to. And he did it by utilizing these 4 things. Funny, flirty, feel safe, fucking right here, right now. So again, if this is something you know you want to get handled once and for all, SpeakToSparkArousal.com, I got you. So thanks for watching as always, and please feel free to let me know how it goes in the comments below. Thanks for watching as always. Did I say that already? And I'll see you guys next time.